Hello, hello mga ka-whiteboard, as in whiteboard. Pansamantalahin mo nang itatawag ko sa inyo habang wala pa tayong permanent na pwedeng maging tawagan. Ayan. This video is already my third video tutorial at ngayong araw, iikot ang ating pag-uusap kung bakit nga ba bigla na lang kayong hindi nag-usap. Hindi, biro lamang yon. For today, our topic is all about addition and subtraction of similar mixed numbers. At bago tayo magsimula, kagaya nung nakaraan, let's have a simple shoutout muna sa mga nag-comment sa ating second video. Una na dito, we have here Ma'am Janina May Ignacio. Sabi niya, "Wow, ang galing talaga sir, alang kupas. Mahirap talaga kapag nakakalimutan ka." Naku, Ma'am Jem, wag kang mag-alala kung ako lang hindi kita makakalimutan. Thank you, Ma'am Jem. Sunod naman, andito na naman siya, ang TikTokerist teacher ng taon. Ma'am Kimberlyn Kizon. Na panood niya na yung shoutout ko sa kanya sa second vid. Sabi niya, "Ha ha ha, salamat po sa shoutout. Nakakaiyak naman ang description sa akin." Naku, Ma'am Kim, kahit sino naman maiiyak sa sobrang galing mo mag-TikTok. Keep it up. Next. Thank you, Ma'am Kim, by the way. We have here Danhil Manwit na poging-pogi kong katrabaho. Sabi niya, "Hi, Sir Joe, pa-shoutout po." Hello, shoutout sa'yo, Don or Danhil Manuet. Thank you. Next. Ito, isa pa sa mga katrabaho ko pala, si Kimbap, na sabi ko, di ba may isa sa mga comment doon na pinaka-favorite ko, sabi ko, eto, nakilala ko na siya. Kaya niya pala sinabi yon, yung ang pogi ko, kasi naman, nagbabalak lang palang magpalibre ng load. Shoutout sa'yo, Mika. Ayan. We also have here Mr. Tristan David ulit. Sa ating second video, 200 plus na yung views doon. Siguro kalahati ulit sa kanya yon. Thank you, Tristan. Shoutout sa'yo. Next. Sino pa ba? Meron pa ba akong katrabaho dito? Meron dito si Ivy. Paano basahin to? Ivy Joberg, sabi niya. "Hi sir, parang kailan lang ang review plus Lindol moment sa SBM office, tapos ngayon nasa YT ka na po or YouTube ka na po. 100th subscriber here. Good po ba niyan ako?" Syempre naman, kung sino ka man, goods na goods ka dyan for being my 100th subscriber. Yun nga lang, siguro kakailanganin kong i-remind mo sa akin kung saan ba yung SBM office na yan. Panigurado kapag nalaman ko na yun, malalaman ko kung sino ka. But I have someone in mind I'm just not very sure. If student ba ito or review daw Hindi naman, wala akong matandaan na nakasabay na mag-review or what. Anyway, I hope kung sino ka man, makilala kita. At kung hindi man, maraming salamat sa iyo sa support. Next. Sa mga students ko na nag-comment, mayroon dito. Si Lian, nasa na? Lian Caitlin Nulod. Sabi niya, "Hi po, sir. Miss you po." Hello, Lian Nak. Miss you too at miss ko na rin yung klase natin. Etong batang to, ma-share ko lang. Magaling sa klase, magaling pa sa dance floor. Yun nga lang, medyo may pagkamahiyain. Nak, yung talent mong yan, hindi dapat tinatago Malay mo, one of these days or in the future, makita ka namin na sumasayaw sa isang professional dance floor. Who knows, di ba? And we'll be the proudest. Even if that happens or not, syempre. Next, we also have here si Sebastian Pulusan. Hello sa'yo, Nak. Shoutout sa'yo. Kumusta na? Sana okay ka lang. Si Olive, okay lang ba? Hello, Pulusan. Biro lang yon. And baka may makalimutan tayo. To, meron pang isa. Si Juan Sebastian Dare, si Basti. Sabi niya, thank you po, sir. Siguro pinapanood niya talaga yung mga video natin. Thank you rin sa panonood, Basti. Itong batang to, napakalaki na ng in-improve at alam kong talagang ginagawa na ang best niya. At I know your parents are the proudest because of your improvement. Thank you, Basti. Ayun, para din tayo magtagal sa intro. So, shoutout natin. Tama ba? Wala na. Meron din ito, pahabol. Isa sa mga naging estudyante ko noon na I believe grade 6 na ngayon. Hello, Rain Joshua D. Maranyon. Isa sa mga napakagaling at active din. Napakabait na bata sa mga naging estudyante ko noon. Hello, thank you sa iyo, Rain. Now, after that, puproceed na tayo sa discussion natin. Tara! Okay, setup lang natin. Ayan, mixed numbers. This will be our topic for today. To be more specific, today we'll be doing addition and subtraction of similar mixed numbers. And here is our main focus for today. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to add or subtract similar mixed numbers with or without regrouping. And here is our first example in here. Alam nyo, class, this is not that different from what we've had in the first video. Yung addition and subtraction of similar fractions. Ang difference lang today, meron tayong additional na whole numbers dito na kasama nila. But the process is mostly just the same. There's just some additional. To start with, here are the things that we must remember when we add or subtract similar mixed numbers. If it is addition, i-separate ko lang muna si addition sa subtraction because they have this a little bit of difference in the steps when we do them. First, si addition, walang problema. If the operation is addition, we can right away perform the operation. We add the wholes together. When I say wholes, I'm referring to the two whole numbers in here, alright? We add the two wholes here. Well, you know already what is 4 plus 6, right? It's 10. Ayan, ipag-add natin. Let me just circle them so you would be guided more. Add natin yung 4 and 6, you'll be getting 10. And what about the fraction part in here? This one's just easy for you now because you already know how to do it. What we will just do here is add the numerators together. There, the 3 and the 5, we get 8, right? And what about the denominator? Of course, we just copy the denominator. We neither add nor subtract them. So that's gonna be 10 and 8 tenths. But, yes, of course, I know what you're thinking. Sir, why does it seem like the 8 and the 10 can still be made smaller, this fraction? Well, if you're having that thought in mind, you are right. Yes, class, just like our topic last time, simplifying fractions as well. In mixed numbers, if you got an answer of a mixed number as well, you will need to simplify it also. But the only difference in here is that we only focus on simplifying the fraction part in here, which is 8 over 10. And actually, this is our final answer already, 10 and 4/5. And what do you observe? Nothing happened with the 10 in here, right? 10 is still 10 in here. But look at our fraction part here. The 8 tenths became 4/5. Because our whole number dito is buo na nga siya, di ba? Kompleto na. May umuuna sa kanya. Hindi na natin siya kailangan pang guluhin. Kasi nga, kompleto na eh. Buo na siya. Sana all na lang tayo. Di ba? Okay. Ayun ang pakatandaan ninyo. No? When we simplify a mixed number, we never ginagalaw. Hindi natin ginagalaw yung whole number natin dito. We just copy it, put it with the simplified fraction natin. Pero, syempre, let me show you also how we got the 4/5 on this last answer, on this final answer. We will be using also the continuous division method in here. We'll be thinking of a number that we can just divide on both of the 8 and the 10, and obviously that's 2. 8 divided by 2, that's gonna be 4. 10 divided by 2, that's gonna be 5. There, as you can see, 8 became 4, and 10 became 5. That's why we have a final answer of 10 and 4 fifths. I hope you're following. Next, let's proceed with the number 2 example. Still addition, so walang problema. We right away add the wholes together. What is 19 plus 1? I know, you know it. It's 20, right? 20. Then, we add the what? Add the numerators together. That's 7 plus 6. That's gonna give you 13. And what about the denominator? Just, of course, copy. There. Sir, is that our final answer already? I wouldn't say yes. But if some of you are thinking of saying no, you're right. If you're thinking no is the answer to my question, if this is already the simplest form or final answer. Remember this, class. We cannot just leave our mixed number having a greater numerator than its denominator. Ulitin ko, kapag mixed number yung final answer natin, hindi pwede, hindi natin gugustuhin na mas malaki nasa taas sa nasa ilalim. Ibig sabihin, we also need to simplify this, not just the way on how we simplify when the numbers have a common factor. In this case, kasi si 13, diba, tsaka si 5, you're right, wala naman tayong maiisip na pwedeng ipang-divide sa kanila except si 1 eh. Hindi naman natin pwedeng gamitin si 1. So, ibig sabihin, sir, we cannot simplify that anymore because we cannot think of a number anymore that we can divide on both of them. Well, I wouldn't say you're wrong because you're partly right. Wala nang pwedeng ipang-divide. Pero, tignan nyo yung nasa taas. Mas malaki yung nasa taas. Somehow, ginawa natin to in our previous video. To be more specific, in our second video. Siguro, idagdag ko na lang din yung link kung gusto ninyo, no? Sa video na yon dito. Para may mabalikan kayong more examples about it. Yes, be cautious. Because even if wala na tayong pwedeng ipang-divide kay 13 and 5 class, still, 13 is bigger or greater than 5. We cannot have our final answer like that. What we will do is, I will tell you, of course, how to arrive on this final answer, on this part, on this next slide. Actually, class, our final answer in here is 22 and 3 fifths already. But how did we get that? We go back to our first answer in here first. As you can see, it's 20 and 13 fifths. We focus first on the improper fraction part of the mixed number. 13 over 5 siya. You know, when it's improper, we can convert it to a mixed number, right? That is what we are gonna do. Convert the 13 over 5 first into a mixed number by dividing the numerator by the denominator. 13 divided by 5. You know, there's 2 5s in 13. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract them, you get a remainder of 3. Now, we form the mixed number of this one, mixed number form of this one. That's gonna be 2 wholes and, of course, 3 fifths. Now, let me ask you, do you think this is our final answer already? Well, it wouldn't be logical if you say this is our final answer, 2 and 3 fifths. Simply no, because kanina, ilan na ba yung whole number mo? 20 na nga siya, di ba? I'm sorry, I'm kind of sinisipon. I just don't want to cut the video here. Sayang naman eh, no? So please just bear with me. It wouldn't be logical if our answer here is just 2 and 3 fifths because earlier we already have 20 here. So that's because what we have in here is only this improper fraction. Yung 2 and 3 fifths na to, eto lang siya, yung improper fraction. Anong nangyari sa 20 mo kung di mo siya ilalagay, di ba? Pagsamahin natin, we put them together. You have 20 already. Now you have extra 2 wholes. So that's what's gonna be 20 plus 2. Yes, you'll get 22. And then just put together the 3 fifths in here. Because since they are both whole numbers here, we can put them together, just combine them. 20 plus 2, that's gonna be 22 and 3 fifths.
Always remember ha, kahit na wala nang pwedeng ipang-divide sa mga numerator and denominator natin sa final answer natin in mixed number answer, still, you check your numerator. It shouldn't be greater than your denominator. Did we achieve that here in our final answer? Yes, of course. 3 is less than 5 now. Next, third, we will subtract now. You will find out later on why I separated the addition with the subtraction. Now, we have here 6 and 10 twelfths. Ang basa dito is 10 twelfths. F siya. Iba spelling ni 12. Hindi siya 10 twelfths, no? Hindi siya, if you are thinking it like this, it's not 12 tapos may THS. No, this is wrong. If it's 12, it is spelled like this. Kapag denominator siya. 10 12. 12th. 12th. Ayan. Then, syempre, may S pag marami. 10 twelfths. We have here 6 and 10 twelfths minus 4 and 3 twelfths. Tignan natin. If it is subtraction, ano daw gagawin? Dapat, the first numerator must be greater than the second to proceed. Check natin. Yung unang numerator daw natin dito na 10, dapat mas malaki sa pangalawa. Do we have that here? So, check. We proceed with the next step now. Subtract na natin. Proceed na tayo sa mga whole number. Pero mamaya in my next example, you will know, kapag kasi class mas maliit yung nauna, we cannot do the subtraction right away. We'll be borrowing. Yes, just like what you do in subtracting whole numbers. Since the first numerator is greater naman than the second one, we proceed. Subtract na natin. Subtract the wholes together. That's gonna be 6 minus 4. That's 2, of course. And then we also subtract the numerators together. 10 minus 3, that's gonna give you 7. Of course, we just copy the denominator, which is 12. Can we still simplify this? Check natin. We have two things to remember, class ha, when we want to simplify our final answer. First, look at the fraction. Yung numerator ba at saka denominator, meron kang pwedeng ipang-divide sa kanila na parehong number? Wala, di ba? So, hindi natin pwedeng i-simplify ito with that. What about, look at the numerator, is it greater than the denominator? Hindi naman. Sakto lang. 7 is less than 12, so we're good. That's our final answer already. 2 and 7 twelfths. Next one. This is what I'm talking about, class. Medyo mabilis ba ako magsalita? Pwede nyo namang balik-balikan ito. Video naman ito. Ano? Next, number 4. We have here 7 and 2/5 minus 2 and 4/5. Ito yung sinasabi ko. You must take note that when we subtract mixed numbers, we must consider our numerators. The first numerator must be greater than the second for us to proceed. And as you can see, the 2 and the 4 in here, 2 is less than 4. Pwede mo bang isubtract si 2 kay 4? Parang ganito yan, no? When we do it vertically, 2 minus 4. Pwede naman actually, you will get a negative answer here. It's a negative 2. But hindi pa natin topic yun. Wala pa tayo sa integers. Huwag tayo excited. Ano? Remember, when we are dealing with fractions like this, we don't wanna have a negative answer kasi positive naman dapat yung magiging sagot natin dito. You just need to follow these steps. Listen very carefully. So, maliit ito. Yung unang numerator sa pangalawa. Hindi pa pwede mag-subtract dito. Ang gagawin natin, ito class, if the first numerator is smaller than the second, we borrow not just one, one whole. Take note. We will be borrowing one whole from where? From the whole number with it. Sa 7. Baborrow daw tayo ng one whole sa 7. Let's do it here. If we will borrow 1 from 7, of course, obviously, mababawasan ng isa sa 7. 7's gonna be 6. What about the 2/5? 2/5 will still be here. And what will happen with the one that we borrowed? Ilalagay ba natin siya together with the numerator 2 and it will become 12? If you are thinking that, that's very wrong. Mali yun. Hindi yan mga whole numbers na kapag meron tayo dito, kunyari, 42 minus 15, ang gagawin mo ay ganito, di ba? 2 minus 5, di siya pwede sir, babaraw ko kay 4. Si 4 magiging 3. Tama naman, tapos si 2 magiging 12. Oo, dito ganito ang ginagawa natin. We will get an answer of 27. Because the idea in here actually class is we are borrowing 1 from where its place value is. Ano ba yung place value ni 4 dito? Di ba nasa tens place value siya? Nagbaro ka ng 1. Nagbaro ka ng 1. Ilan yung value ng 1 na binaro mo na yon? 10 siya actually. Ang dahilan kung bakit natin pinagsasama na lang class yung 1 sa number dito is because kapag inad natin si 10 na value ng 1 na ito dito, 10 plus 2, di ba? 12 din naman. Yun yung dahilan doon. 12 minus 5 is 7 and then 3 minus 1 is 2. But it's different now. We must consider the place value also. The value of that one that we are borrowing kasi. Dito naman class, nagbaro nga tayo ng 1 whole sa 7, pero ano ba yung value nung whole na yon na binaro natin? Ang value ba nun ay 10? For what reason na 10 yon? Para sabihin mo magiging 12 yan dito? Hindi, no? Let me explain it to you. Now, that one that you borrowed from 7, yes, it's 1 whole, but it's not gonna be put with the 2, and it's gonna be 12. That's very wrong. That one is 1 whole. So, we must make that 1 whole a fraction. Napakadali lang, di mo kailangan mag-isip. Sir, anong fraction po yung magiging equivalent ng 1 whole namin dito? Kung ano, yung denominator ni mixed number mo dito, siya yun. 5. Gawin mo lang fraction. 5 over 5. Isn't it that's also 1 whole? Remember, a fraction that has an equal numerator and denominator is 1 whole. At si 1 whole natin yan can be any fraction as long as the numerator and denominator are yung ating mouse are equal or the same. Except of course kapag 0 yan. So sir, ibig mo sabihin any number kapag meron po tayong ano dito 0 over 0, ibig sabihin po niyan 1 din yan. Except this one because you know naman this has no value and it's undefined. We cannot have a denominator of 0. Except 0, 1 whole can be equated to any fraction as long as the numerator is equal to the denominator. 9 over 9, 10 over 10, 20 over 20, 1 million over 1 million, yes, whatever it is, as long as it's not 0. Now, bakit ba ito yung napili natin? 5 over 5? Because this is the only way we will be able to add that 1 whole to our fraction 2/5 here. Diba? Pag in-add mo yan, 2/5 and 5/5, isn't that gonna give you 7 over 5? Together with the 6, that's gonna give you 6 and 7/5. And that is what we do first if our first numerator here is smaller than, or is less than our second numerator. Now we're good to go. Just copy the operation and the second mixed number. Since 7 now is greater than 4, we can proceed to subtraction. And wala nagbago dito class. 6 and 7/5 is also this one, the 7 and 2/5. It just changed in form for us to be able to do the subtraction. Now, let's proceed with the steps we have. Focus on the wholes. 6 and 2 will give you 4. 6 minus 2 will give you 4. 7 minus 4 will give you 3. And of course, just copy the 5. Can we simplify this? Not anymore. That is the final answer already. Since the numerator is smaller than the denominator. And there's no number anymore that we can use to divide. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There's no number anymore that we can use to divide on both the 3 and 5. And let me give you another example here. The last one. We have 10 and 2 ninths. Minus 5 and 8 ninths. Si 9 din, iba yung spelling. Yung ninths natin as a denominator, walang i. Nint lang, ninths. Ayan. 10 and 2 ninths minus 5 and 8 ninths. Question. Can we proceed right away with the subtraction? Sipin mo nga, pwede ba sa 2 minus 8? Mali to, di ba? Hindi pwede. We must do something first. And you know already what that something is. We borrow 1 whole from the whole number with it. Borrow 1 tayo from 10. 10 10 will become 9 now, together with this one. And let's transform that one whole that we borrowed from 10 transform it to a fraction. Hindi pwede yan. You know that. Hindi lang natin basta nilalagay yung 1 together with the numerator here. That's wrong. That only works for when you subtract whole numbers. Gagawin natin is gagawin muna natin fraction si 1. Magiging 9 over 9 dito. And this is 1 whole because it's 9 out of 9 o 9 over 9. Saan galing tong 9 na to? Naman nakadepende yan, class. It depends on what you have here as your denominator. Hindi naman kayo pahihirapan ni subtraction of mixed numbers even if you are borrowing. Now we add it with the 2 9s because that's the only way we can do it. We can add our 1 whole here with the 2 9s to make it bigger than this one here, the second fraction here. 2 plus 9, of course, you know it's 11 over 9 together with the 9 here, 9 and 11 ninths, minus 5 and 8 ninths. That's gonna be, of course, 4 and 11 minus 3. I'm sorry, 11 minus 8, 3 ninths. And we can simplify that. 4 and 1/3 is our final answer. Why? Because 3 and 9 can be divided by 9. There. 1 and 3. Final answer will be 4 and 1/3. And I hope that's clear with you guys. What if? Okay. Sir, what if when we add mixed numbers, the other fraction is just a whole number? How do we do that? That shouldn't actually be a question, you know, napakadali lang yan. Hindi, biro lang. Of course, for those first time learners of this, baka malito kayo kapag may ganito. You have a mixed number being added to a whole number. Well, in the steps, isn't it? It was mentioned there anyway that we should only add the wholes together and the fractions together. Since the 5 in here has no fraction part with it, meaning to say, we should just add the 5 and 10 together. That's gonna give you 15. And what about the 2/5? Just don't forget to write it. Just don't forget to write it here. And yeah, so that's basically it. For what about, sir, if we have in here naman a mixed number being added to only a simple fraction here. It has no whole number with it. Well, again, we focus on what we can just combine together. 10 here as a whole number has no partner here on the other fraction. Meaning to say, 10 will stay as 10. And what we will only combine are the numerators here, the 3 and the 2. We have 10 and 5 7s. That's it. We cannot simplify this one further and anymore anyway. So that's it. Now, same thing, you know the drill. I want you to pause the video here and try the following on a clean sheet of paper. Resume the video once you are done answering to check the correct answers. The correct answers, by the way, class, are in the very last part of this video. I hope you'll do this one. It's for you to practice anyway. And always remember, it's never wrong to want to always improve and better yourself with almost everything. No, you should always just have the willingness to learn all the time. And these videos that I am making are not only for the youth, sa mga kabataan, hindi lang. It is for all ages. No matter what age bracket you are in right now, if ever you happen to pass on my videos, feel free to watch them. It's free anyway. If you have the time, why not? Why not want to learn something new, right? Okay, there. And again, thank you so much, dear friends, dear colleagues, former colleagues. FB friends, everyone. In the first part of this video, hindi ko na shout out yung mga Facebook friends natin. Siguro sa susunod na lang na video, kahit makapag-post lang ako ng picture ng mga sumusuporta rin sa atin doon. Ayan, wag kakalimutan ha. Mag-subscribe kung di pa kayo nakapag-subscribe, at saka yung mga kaibigan ninyong sa palagay ninyo na makakatulong ito, paki-share na rin sa kanila, no? Para mas marami ang maabot ng video na ito. As you can see in here, September 5, nag-start tayo with 2 subscribers. Just last Wednesday, September 7, we already had 87 subscribers. And as of the moment, I believe it's not just 129 subscribers. Above 150 na yata siya. Maraming salamat po sa suporta. And here are the answers, the final answers. We just pause it here for you to check what you did. There, that will be all for today. Thank you again for your time, mga ka-whiteboard. See you again in our next vid. Try ko bukas kung makapag-upload ulit ako. Kung hindi, next week na lang siguro. Yun. Thank you again, and bye!